So we played 67 games, well, the Hurricanes have, in this universe that is. 67 games played, there are 15 left, and I'm the backup, so there's probably not a whole lot of season left before we get to the end of Season 3, finally. So, by my judgment, there will be 3 games in this episode, assuming that I get 3 starts in the last 15. I think I'm going to get 3 starts. Basically, what it boils down to is there is probably this episode and one more before Season 3 is over. So we're almost done, and then we'll get to the off-season. Well, probably in the next recording session, I will probably get to the off-season, and we can figure out where we go from here. But anyway, for now, let's just continue. We're focusing on this little portion of the career mode that we are a Hurricane, and the first period of play goes like that. Oh, that's not good. 2 goals on 11 shots is not an ideal save percentage or number, and even less than ideal 3 goals on 23. So now it's important that I do come in here and silence the Minnesota Wild in the third period. Well, the simulation is doing simulation things to me where it continues to screw me over. Look at that. Made that an amazing save. 23, you better get out of the goal crease. Is that Adam Fox? No, 23, I don't think is Adam Fox. Before they cut away from that sequence, I could see, oh, Jacob Slavin is here? Okay. Didn't that happen last year? Then Jacob Slavin ended up in Minnesota. Teravainen did in the Be a Pro mode we did last year. I'm just trying to keep the puck out right now. I'm pretty sure 23 for the Wild is Marco Rossi. Or I could be totally wrong on that, but it's not Adam Fox. And I just remembered that I'm back in here behind an AHLD, which I made plenty of jokes about that in the last recording session. It's just stunning to me that this is the team that the Hurricanes have legitimately decided to assemble. It's not a team that is like this because of injuries. The type of season that they've had, the defense core that they have, assuming it's probably not going to change too dramatically in the offseason. Oh, Boldy, why didn't you shoot that? I'm really glad you didn't. But the fact that it's probably not going to change that much in the offseason leads me to believe, that's a nice save on Jacob Slavin, leads me to believe we are probably not going to come back as a Hurricane in the offseason. That's a good save. Oh my God. Oh, it pinballed right on me, and then Kaprizov got his own rebound. It's a hard luck play for me. I don't think my goaltender was making he was making a bunch of saves, but I don't think that he can make another one in a row after that. I'm just out here getting experience, bro. You got to feel really sorry for a goaltender that would have to step into the net on a consistent... Yeah, there he is, Teravainen. A goaltender that has to step in the net consistently night after night behind this team. What is going to happen here? Save again on Slavin. This is Caprice. No, that's Rantanen. Other side of the net. Oh my goodness. This is it's all that this defense can handle right now. This defense is case in point why you guys will not be a contending team. And maybe that's the plan. Maybe they're just trying to get these guys some experience and they're in a rebuild. I don't want to be part of a rebuild. I want to go out and play for a contender, a contending team, or at least a team that has legitimate defensemen on the backside. I do. I may have a Stanley Cup for the St. Louis Blues, because we did. In Season 1, we won the Cup as a team, and I was the backup goaltender. I was just on the bench for that one. But I want to go somewhere where I can win, somewhere where I can actually be a number 1. Oh! That's the one time that animation has actually worked. That is the one thing that has really irritated me about this year's game, is the amount of times your goaltender falls down and loses his balance. How do you pull the thing up? Is it left? Yeah, it's on a PS4, it's L2? Yes, L2. It is L2, brings this up. I forgot about this, and I already forgot what it's technically called because I don't use it. It's very distracting actually trying to use it. And make... Oh! It worked! We made a save with that. I had this thing pulled up, and I was just guessing I was reading somewhere that if you use this more often, it prevents your goaltender from falling down. Oh, he's actually pretty elite when I use that, apparently. I should be doing that more often. How did this play happen? It was shot from Kaprizov, all off the post, right to Boldy. Boldy to... into my glove? Yeah, Boldy into my glove. Oh, here we go again. Svechnikov. Now, I can trust the forwards for this team. It's the defense that I have concerns about. See these cameramen up here working super hard, getting all of the excellent angles of me. I am the star of the show, even though I've given up 4 goals in this game. Hey, listen to this. If we see 6 more shots in this game, not going to happen. But if we did, oh, okay, I would prefer that I didn't press that button combination. But if we can make, oh my, they're throwing everything toward the net, but they're not actually hitting the net. But if I had made 6 more saves in this game, I would have gotten back to a 900 save percentage, considering I don't give up a goal on one of those 6 shots. But either way, we take an L, as we continue to do frequently this season, or the Hurricanes have. I've barely even been here for, I haven't even been here for a quarter of the season. But that's all the Hurricanes have done before I arrived in town. I mean, they just keep dropping my line score, but you can't put me behind a minor league team and expect major league results. I think I am the real deal. I think I am major league, but I also need a major league D to play behind. So I get another home start. I started at home against Montreal in the previous episode, and it actually went pretty well. So I seem to be able to play pretty well in front of the home crowd. So will the simulation help me? Not really. 2 on 10 shots. That is not a 900 save percentage, by the way. I think that's probably obvious. Oh, that's definitely not a 900 save percentage, but we're going to jump in anyway. I mean, what other results are you expecting right now? I'm just playing out my days that's left in Season 3. Which isn't a ton. But it feels like it's just going to take forever to get to the end of Season 3. Again, we're not going to get there in this episode unless something dramatic happens. Maybe the coach sits me for a tremendous duration of games. I only sat for, I think, 2 games before getting back into another one. And that's this game against Columbus. Oh, that should have been a goal. And I don't even know what the coach's name is here anymore. I was introduced to the head coach in the last episode. We had a great conversation where he just told it like it was, and I accepted it, which has endeared me to the head coach here in Carolina, but it's just the team that the general manager has assembled for us is not very good. And since jumping in here, I haven't faced a Columbus shot. In fact, they haven't had an attacking zone possession yet, as we just fire it away. That tells the story right there. 7 third period shot. Oh, no. The first one would be Chinnikov on a breakaway. Oh, yeah! Perfectly done. Oh, the beast is unleashed in Raleigh, North Carolina. He wears number 80 for your Carolina. They almost had another breakaway. They were that close. And Killorn pickpockets. I don't know who wears 27 here. Some absolute bum defenseman. Oh, that's a goal. Well, he stick-handled right around everybody. That's Chinnikov, who I think I just stopped on the breakaway. I'm pretty sure he did our defense dirty on this play. Oh, yeah, he did. God, what kind of defending by Cale Fleury? Go play down in the minors. I mean, I'm not resigning. I am not re-signing here. I can't do this. I can't do a full season of this. I can't even do 1/4 of a season of this at all. I got the Carolina Hurricanes experience. I experienced Canes hockey in this, in these last couple of episodes. It proved to be too much. It's too much for me. Chinnikov looking for another breakaway. Jackets have been threatening the last couple of possessions. They got a goal because our defensemen can't do what they're supposed to do based on their job title, and that would be play defense. To be fair, I can't play goaltender either. Chinnikov on a one-timer, and he has his 3rd goal of the game. So, Players continue to rack up hat tricks against me. It's a one-timer in the slot. I do blame the defenseman again for that one. And I've been pulled to boot. It just helps us get through Season 3 even quicker. Oh, now the New York Islanders. Let's just go try to get that first overall pick. We gotta tank it. Throw in the towel on the season. I mean, they did that before I even got here. So, Jean-Gabriel Pageau in the first period gets one on me. And Berkeley Catton gets one on me in the second period of play. 2-on-22 is, I think, the best sim I've gotten so far of the 3 games we're doing in this episode. I'm just going through the motions right now with this team. I wish I had never asked for that trade request. Especially if St. Louis ends up making the playoffs. Yeah, come over here and do a somersault. What do you think this is, an amusement park? I don't know why I said amusement park. I mean, probably more like a playground. This is a playground. It's my playground, boy. Meet me on the playground after school. Oh! Okay, I almost dislodged the puck from my defenseman's stick, which probably would have actually been of some help instead of a detriment. And there's a goal! Svechnikov on the one-timer. On a low to high feed. I think that ties the game. I don't know. I have not been aware of the game situation. It does. It ties the game. 3 minutes in. That's not helping us tank, actually. This is the opposite of what we want, isn't it? Hold on 1 second. I can fix that. If I just go into freeze skate mode, go stand out behind my net. I probably shouldn't do this. The Islanders will have a breakaway while I'm standing behind the damn net. Oh, and I turned up skating speed for the AIs. Easy save on Dobson. Piece of cake, nothing to that one. Oh, okay, and they rifle one that actually ends up back out in the neutral zone. This is interesting. Kept in by the Hurricanes. Working from the point. Oh, and deflects weirdly. Okay. There's a lot happening right now for the Hurricanes. Can we convert on this one? It's going to be full pressure before long. But the Islanders get away with it. No full pressure. Barzal. Loose puck move. Gets it back. Save. Okay. If we make saves like this, we are just upping our value in free agency. Oh! Please don't! Blocked! Okay. I was on my side. Trying to be drawn like a French goalie. If you understand my Titanic reference, thank you very much, rebound goal for Barzal. I was VH on the post. It was the right thing to do, but I just was never going to react fast enough to Barzal, and that's probably the Islanders' best player. So I'm not surprised that he would score a goal after intervening, but, I mean, again, no help from the defense at all. They're just watching the play develop in our defensive zone. This is a great overhead view of the rebound chant. Yeah, see, I mean, he basically used my pad as a rebounder. All that hype about getting the game tied for nothing. Actually, I'm glad. Again, we're trying to get the first overall pick, although I'm probably not coming back here next season, so I don't know why it matters so much to me. Actually, if anything, probably, who knows where I'll sign. I probably want to help the Hurricanes not get the first overall pick. Is it a deep draft year? Should I care? Does it matter? I'm trying to go to a contending team anyway. But I don't know if I'm going to be back in the West or stay in the East. I'm not really sure where we're going to go. We'll find that out in free agency in the summer. Picked off. Okay. I didn't even mean to press the button combination that made me do that. We should have just had a whistle. I was trying to get triangle so I could get the whistle. Never, ever again in your life. Nice save on Dubé. I don't know what I've done, but I've got the AI shooting the puck more. Does turning up the skating speed make the AI shoot more? They seem more willing to just create offense. They're faster off the rush as well. So, how did that backhander go in? Is Bo Horvat? Again, I mean, maybe we are trying to tank, and I'm doing an excellent job of it. Leniency is running out, isn't it? I'm about to get pulled out of the net. And that's a soft goal, too. Can we just go back to the stall in the dressing room and take the gear off? Contemplate my life decisions, asking for a trade out of St. Louis. Time to go ask for a trade. Past the trade deadline. Knowing EA Sports, man, they wouldn't have programmed that in here. You can just go in there and get traded and play games for a team beyond the deadline. NHL teams can actually make trades past the deadline. If they do trade for a player, they just can't be an active part of the roster until after the season is done. So if they made the playoffs, they couldn't play in the playoffs. I don't think they could play in the regular season for them either. So you can still trade, but they just cannot be an active part of the roster. Pretty good attendance figures for a team that plays as sorry as we do. I would actually like to see that in the Be a Pro mode, have like varying attendance depending on how good the team is playing. I thought Lizotte would have a breakaway here, but that skating speed is not turned up fast enough apparently. Well, they pulled me. They didn't tell me they were going to pull me. Or maybe they did. They did bring up the empty net graphic in the bottom of the score bug down there, but the whistle had already blown for the Islanders. Not that we're scoring 2 goals within 30 seconds. Not happening. Barzal handed off to Kubalik, and there's your empty net goal that guarantees this is a loss. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to pay attention. Is Kochetkov the backup goaltender? Are we still dealing with that injury? He could be out for a while. Because I saw on the bench while I was sitting over there that it looked like there was a different goaltender over there than Kochetkov. I'm going to try. Okay, never mind. Nope. I'm not going to do that. I have changed my mind. And we can just go ahead and cut it here and get back to the Be a Pro menu screen. There's no sugarcoating how bad this team is. This team flat out sucks. I hate playing behind this team. It is not fun right now. And I'm really starting to regret my trade request. Oh, nope. Leinonen is still the backup here. Or who's the backup? Because he's getting more starts than I am. As a 69 overall, 21-year-old. We're both 21. But I'm 83 overall. I'm so much better. But not judging by the starts that either of us are getting. What's his numbers look like? Can we see? 17 games played? 905? God, he's showing me up right now. Scratch lines. Yep, Pyotr Kochetkov still out and has an X factor. Do I have an X factor? I haven't even paid attention to that kind of thing. Oh my God, I have been wasting my time without adding any of these abilities. I'm so dumb. Yep, dialed in. I need that. Definitely need that. Superstar abilities. I don't know what this battery is. Energizer provides a considerable energy boost for all skaters on the team after a desperation save. Well, I'm good at using... well, I don't know. That could be argued. But I do love a good desperation save. All or nothing. Exceptional range accuracy and recovery when poke checking. Well, you know, I'll just do this. Abilities progress. Sponge. Get 1 shutout. Okay. Maintain 890. That's just asking too much. And maintain a save percentage of 890. I need that X factor. Exceptional at making redirect controlled saves and much more likely to attempt to cover the puck. Well, that'll wrap it up. I think this might be a little bit shorter episode. We're keeping it to 3 games per episode, even though I got pulled in the 1 game. The next one, I think, judging by the calendar, will probably wrap it up for Season 3. Which will, I don't know how that's, yeah, I think we've got 2 more at most. I got this game against Montreal, it's a back-to-back, and I got probably one of these games between New Jersey and Boston, and that's definitely got to be it for Season 3. So we will get that wrapped up in the next episode, and then we'll get on to free agency, because I can tell you with a 24, 48, and 4, and an AHL defense, I'm not re-signing here. We got to actually look at the teams based on the standings where we would like to re-sign. I mean, I could see playing for Edmonton, Vancouver, San Jose. Any of those teams would be fine with me. Even LA. So any of the competitive teams. Certainly not Vegas or Seattle. Down there in the Pacific. Then you got the Central Division. We could go back to the Central with a different team. And the Blues still outside the playoff picture with 78 points. So we'd be looking at going to Minnesota, Dallas, Colorado, even considering Nashville out of the Central Division. In the Atlantic, I'd be fine with the Ottawa Senators, the Maple Leafs, the Bruins, Tampa Bay, and we could certainly consider a 40, 30, and 7 Montreal Canadiens team that we're about to play our next game against. And in the Metro Division, the Rangers, Blue Jackets, Devils, and Flyers are all pretty competitive over there in the over here in the Metropolitan Division. That's our division. But we are far and away the worst team in the division.